What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. My name is DFree, and in this video, we are using a full Trunks team. Now, it's not the first time, so I've done future full Trunks teams in the past before, but this time there's a special little twist on it. We're doing full Trunks, yes, but full future Trunks variations. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy. Subscribe if you're new, of course, to the channel. Let me go ahead and break this down for you. So first and foremost, the only unit that is not a part of this category is SS2 Trunks, the STR one towards the bottom. Unfortunately, he also didn't awaken with this event either, which I felt like this would have been a good chance to awaken him, but they did not take the opportunity. So nonetheless, he's not a part of the category. Otherwise, we have Super Trunks here. Ideally, I had physical Trunks here just for the self-sufficiency and stuff like that. I felt like he would be more consistent versus this one that hits just a little bit harder, has the generic 70% passive, but I deemed him better because I do have a STR support in the last slot. Also, I could have put SS3 Trunks in that SS2 Trunks' slot as well. He's another unit that's not a part of this category as well anyway, so it didn't really matter who I put there, so I deemed STR, SS2 being a good unit there. Now, if you're wondering about the LR Trunks variants, this one is Teen. This one's called Future. In the parentheses, it says Future. That's why he can be on the team. Same thing here. This is the free-to-play version of the Trunks before he turns into LR. Same thing here. He has a different parentheses there. It looks like he's Youth Future, something like that. I don't know. Either way, this one says Teen on it. So that's how things are. This is also the Super Strike one. He's not great, but he does get SA level 15. Has a nice support passive as well. All allies, get 15% there. And last but not least, the leader skill. The Future category gets 3 key and 70%. So again, that's everybody but the SS2. Let's go ahead and jump into it and see what we can accomplish here today. So I'm going to begin by putting you right there just because you really don't need to do much. And this is not really a great rotation for me, unfortunately. I did take on an older Dokkan event because I want to see how far I can get. Oh yeah, this Trunks super is early. That's nice. Forgot that. Also, this Trunks is getting hit pretty hard. I wanted to see how far I could get. Now, I feel like this team, as it's built, can beat most, if not all, Dokkan events just because of the merit of how good the LR Trunkses would be. Otherwise, you know, I wanted to see if they could make it through an event or pretty far, like into consecutive events and stuff like that. I didn't feel like they could probably get too far on the last couple of boss rush stages, to be 100% honest, though, but maybe I'm wrong. So anyways, first chance at the LRs to begin. Unfortunately, there's the key issue. I'm already seeing key deficiencies, unfortunately. I'll go right there. I will let this Trunks probably finish this off. He's really close to an Ultra Super. Unfortunately, he does not get it, though. But yeah, already seeing some key issues, key deficiencies, which is one of the things I was pretty certain I would see. Also, when you factor in the LR Trunks AGL type not having anything but shattering the limit as far as key links go. He might have Vegeta family, but that's about it. So anyways, that Trunks did finish the job off as I expected. So we're back to the double AGL types. That's pretty cool. The cool thing about having double AGLs is that they do link pretty well, despite not having, again, very many key links. They link pretty well for the most part. Okay, so I think I'm going to keep double AGL on rotation, to be honest, but I'm going to put you in the first slot so I can get that Super Saiyan. Yeah, this is what I will do. There's that, and then lastly, Super Trunks. And of course, as you should know, this is under a 70% leader, so of course they're going to tank a little bit worse, hit a little bit less, you know, stuff like that. Alrighty, 179 did nothing. But it is cool that this event actually gives that Trunks, you know, in a different form, because the other Prime battles have Frieza and Goku, but they are the same name, so you can't use them on the team the same way you can with the Trunks characters. So that's pretty cool. Also, Trunks is not getting his secondary passive here, but I don't know how often he actually will even get a chance to get his secondary passive increase. So keep that in mind as well. Already need to pop a heal. This is a pretty good rotation, all things considered, because of the support as well that is live right now. I'm going to give you those, and 52k defense right now. I was going to say I won't heal, but honestly, I might as well just get it over with. I'll just go for it, because I'll also be up against SS4 next turn, and of course, you guys know that he's going to probably try to hit pretty hard, especially because, again, I'm playing under the 70% meta, basically, right now. But I do like that this is one of the better versions of those quote-unquote baby leader skills for these category leaders, because I mean, just for reference, right, Frieza has what, the free-to-play Frieza that gives like what, 30% or something like that, the AGL one for the Resurrected Warriors category. They Tournament of Power team has a bunch of different guys, but they're all 30 or below, 40 or 30, I believe, between the Android 17 and 18. And then, of course, they also have, gonna have to break these guys up, it looks like, just because of the fact that there's 2 attacks breaking in here. But they also have, like, Jiren as their main leader and stuff. You get my point. So there's a lot of, you know, maybe leaders like that, but this Trunks was able to break through with a 70% leader skill. Of course, that's mainly because he's an LR character, so they couldn't give an LR like, you know, 20%. Well, I guess they could have, but they wouldn't have. Let's see how well we tank this, but I do think it's pretty awesome, and I want to see more units get like those types of leader skills because it adds relevance to if you don't pull the main unit, like the Gohan in this case, right, the future Gohan. If you don't pull that unit, then you can still use the team, but not as badly, like, because you could take a friend future Gohan, ideally, and you could still use the team because you have a 70% leader as opposed to using a freaking 20 or 30 or 40% version of that leader with that same category skill. So I like this. Okay, so double LR Trunks is again. All right, you go there. Of course, we're going to get these every few turns. We're going to get double Ultra Supers. So for the first time in the video, I don't know if it's the first time for both Trunkses, but, you know, it's the first time I think we're going to get the AGL ones, that's for sure. Maybe I'm forgetting something, but nonetheless, we are over 1 million attack. Yeah! Can we get a crit? Please, please, crit, crit. I love this super attack. It looks so nice. Of course, we don't get a crit, though. That looks really nice. Like, I love the close-up effects that they've implemented since, like, you know, the anniversary and stuff. It's like, this looks nice, too, I guess, but I really prefer the close-up thing that they do. So, of course, we get a crit, so that actually was able to finish him off. Trunks is the crit machine, though. So we're going to go ahead and take on Vegeta here. But yeah, Crit Machine Trunks does what he does. Alright, let's go. Got double supports here. The issue is that it's not really relevant because I don't really need the STR support. So I wonder if this Trunks can basically one-shot here without getting the Ultra Super and whatnot. I wonder if he can basically do that much damage. If not, maybe the Trunks in the middle can finish it. I gotta remember that Trunks can super early, but he's quietly one of the better free-to-play units because as we get better free-to-play leader skills, his passive is really good and supering early as well. And again, being SA-15, despite having a crappy modifier and stuff like that, he's one of the better ones. 15% to all allies, attack and defense is pretty solid, to be honest. Okay. So again, double AGL this time, but we take it a step further, and we have LR Trunks as well here. Because that one turn I was forced to float them, and I didn't want to float that other Trunks, but I had to, just because I had to put an AGL unit in that last slot. So hopefully we can beat this phase with this rotation and not need another turn, because I'm also getting very close to a Dokkan attack, and I would love to get a Dokkan attack against SS4. So that means I would have to beat the next phase, which honestly seems like it's not going to happen as well. Also, if this Trunks doesn't crit, then it's rip the dream, right? I gotta get a crit, please! Or additional super crit. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, man. Figured that was gonna happen, to be honest, though. Okay, so let me do this. And there's those for you. I've been pretty lucky with the orbs for the most part, despite the fact that, again, not linking super well just because that Trunks doesn't have Prepare for Battle. This Trunks, just because he doesn't have Prepare for Battle or even Shocking Speed, which would allow him to link a little bit better with the other LR variant. That is kind of hindering the team a little bit. Hopefully these other two Trunkses can get the job done. Seriously. Please, Super Trunks, get the job done. Thank you. Thank you for the crit, because I'm actually pretty certain if he didn't crit there, he probably wouldn't have done it. Maybe the other Trunks would have done it, but still, it looked like he wouldn't have got it done. Okay, so we have STR, who's, again, useless here, but it's fine. He's useless every few turns. That's the reality with that character. Like I said, the only other option, I think, for that slot, because I used every variation of Trunks, the only other option was either a Kid Trunks, a GT Trunks, which, again, I said in the beginning of the video, this is full future Trunks, so those two don't count, especially because GT Trunks is main timeline Kid Trunks just grown up, right? This is an entirely different Trunks that grew up entirely different. So, yeah, those don't count, but other than that, the only other option, like I said, was SS3, and maybe he would have been more useful as a tank and stuff like that off rotation, but I didn't have the Kais anyway, so this one's actually at SA10 because I pulled him too many times, more times than I'd care to admit. But SS3 from the Dragon Ball Heroes banner could have slid into that last spot otherwise. But that's, I think, every variant of Trunks. Like, even Rage Trunks isn't called Rage. He's called Future. So I'm missing those. I didn't even care. Yeah, he's called Future. This is going to one-shot either way, so I really didn't care, but to be honest, I just missed him. I just really missed him badly. Oh, man, I had to recoup at the end. I was like, yeah, let me get this last one. Are we going to crit? Give me back to max HP? Oh, we didn't crit. We're still probably going back up to max HP, though. Wonder if the crit machine right here will crit, though. That's the real question. And he does. Yes, thank you. He almost always should be critting. Just built-in passive and also critical chances and stuff. So he should almost always be critting. Okay, double AGLs are back. Once again, we can probably get the Ultra Super here. It looks like if that blue falls into place. Okay, it looks like the blue did fall, so we should... we're close. Barely missed by a couple key. Never mind. Let me use the Whis, just in case he tries to super that last slot, or if he supers the Trunks in the first slot. I really am not a fan of either of those decisions. So we are going to get the super, so hopefully we get a crit with the super Trunks in the last slot, of course. Okay, and it's so funny. This Trunks right here isn't particularly good. I guess if you were to put a lot of potential system into him, maybe rainbow him, he could be a really solid option on a team, like a free-to-play team, especially on this team. Otherwise, he's not particularly good by any means, right? But he's still nice to have as an option if you are primarily free-to-play player and stuff like that. So it's pretty nice in that regard. Okay, can we get a crit, though, is the real question. I looked away for, like, literally a split second, double-checking Trunks. And I don't know if we got it, but I feel like we did it. Either way, we probably did, though. It looks like we did a lot of damage. All right, so this is actually a great phase. Great phase. I wish that the Super Strike units had Rebirth. Like, if they made a Super Strike today, they would have freaking Rebirth. There's no reason not to give them Rebirth. If they made them today, they would have it. More defense here, so might as well. Because, I mean, look at the Trunks. You know, the previous Prime battles did not have Rebirth. Despite the fact that, honestly, they probably should have. These ones do have Rebirth these days. So I'm fully certain that if they did more strikes, more super strikes, they would get the Rebirth link. I don't know what the hell happened to super strikes either. There was actually like there's a Piccolo that they need to do. They also need to do Kibito Kai. They just kind of gave up. I haven't. They don't even have the Kibito Kai Dokkan event, not Dokkan event, excuse me, Strike event on rotation on STR day. So I have no idea what happened with that stuff at all. Those characters just got super outdated, but I thought that they were a good idea. I mean, like, some of them were pretty cool, especially in that time, but if they start dropping more super strikes, who knows? It just seems like they 100% forgot about that, especially with the surplus of better free-to-play units that we've seen in the game. Also, we're finally going to get Trunks' passive for, like, the first time, I think, in the whole video. So there's that. Okay, so we have a nice phase. So we see him starting off with the max key. Basically, both Trunkses do already have a lot of self-sufficiency. The other Trunks in the middle is getting 4 key to begin. So this is a great phase for this Trunks right now. But yeah, it just seems like they forgot about a lot of stuff. I'm going to leave them in this scenario right now the way they are. This is a great situation to be in if you are Trunks in the middle. So hopefully we can get a crit here. We're going to get max key as well. I wish this Trunks right here awakened and was a part of this category, and/or was a part of this category. He's not a part of the category, I'm assuming, because he simply, like, has to be from, like, Dragon Ball Heroes. I think that Trunks is from Dragon Ball Heroes, because Trunks never went Super Saiyan 2. Prior to Dragon Ball Super's Trunks arc, that Trunks right here was 100% non-canon. Like, there was no iteration of Trunks that went Super Saiyan 2, of this Trunks that's doing this attack right now that went Super Saiyan 2 at all. It just didn't exist. But this Trunks is Super Saiyan 2 Trunks. So prior to that, it was just like, bro, where does this Trunks even come from? So I don't know. Maybe that's why he got left out. Because Trunks didn't go Super Saiyan 2 until we saw him come back in Dragon Ball Super. Because, again, Gohan was the only one that went Super Saiyan 2 during the Cell Saga. So, like, you know, it's different. I don't know. But I wish he would have awakened, and maybe they would have took off that secondary part of his passive where it requires him to go up against, or for him to support STR types. Maybe a more universal passive would have been great. But let me know your thoughts in the comments as it pertains to that. Okay, so max key almost. And we're going to go right there. And this will actually be the last event that we play through. I just wanted to see how this team could operate and if they could beat consecutive events. So yeah, basically, I'm pretty certain, like I said earlier in the video, this team can handle just about, if not all, Dokkan events in the game. Of course, this team is free to play because this guy's here, and of course, a couple of other guys are here that are pretty solid as well. But it's still interesting to see that a themed team like this, such as this, can basically clear a lot of stuff. And of course, these are older events, so I'm not trying to say that just because they can beat older events, they can beat newer events. But it's, again, consecutive older events with using like 1 item, 2 items, you know what I'm saying? And of course, if I were taking on a newer Dokkan event, I could do it. So I might come back and do that. Let me know if you guys want me to make the return of the full Trunks team against a more modern event. I can totally do that, and we can see how this all works out. I'm going to go ahead and actually use this. Just to get that attack increase. I want to see an attack increase, because he's also getting the passive here. So that's why I wanted to make sure I played all the way through to Cooler's event as well, just to see if we could get the passive. Because, again, I know that I got to make sure that I show that off when I can, because it's not a complete showcase of this Trunks if you never get his secondary part of his passive, and I will stand by that. Even though, oh, level 3 dodge, even though it's not feasible to say you'll get it all the time, just because Dokkan events don't really have a lot of opponents. Like, for example, the Future Gohan event that just came out, you never fight multiple enemies. The events we just did before this, you never fight multiple enemies, I don't think, if I recall correctly. So it's like, it's not feasible, but it's still fun, right? That's one of the things that this unit is predicated on. So this guy is not getting the secondary passive because we did eliminate Cooler, of course. So we're going to go for that. And go for that right there. I'm going to do a was he worth the orbs for my Trunks, which, spoiler, he is totally worth the orbs. Well, I'll do it for both of them because I want to show both this Trunks in the future category too. I'll do it for both of them. But I mainly am talking about the physical, which is why I said spoiler. Of course, he is freaking worth the orbs. But I'm going to do it because that's the name of the damn title. I'm getting a little sick right now, if you couldn't tell, though. But I'm going to try to get that done maybe this weekend as well, so stay tuned for that. It'll also probably be one of the recommended videos in the last few seconds of this video by the time that video is completed. Okay, go for that right there. Lastly, this. And I don't need to heal or anything right now, I don't think. I think Trunks' defenses are good enough. Also, shout out to this Trunks because it's actually pretty impressive. Again, it's because he's at 100% and he's on a solid team, but it's honestly impressive that he's sitting at like 50k defense or so, LR Trunks at 100%. Under a 70% team without getting any sort of defensive boost, without the secondary part of his passive. So that is sheer stats right there. So sheer high LR stats. Right now he's going to get hit pretty hard. Defense went down. Hopefully I don't lose here because of this. Oh, level 3 dodge, yes! Crit normal. Can we get an additional super, please? No? Okay. I was kind of worried about this guy. Yeah, see? I don't think I would have died, but it would have been really close. All right. Got pretty lucky there. But yeah, like I was saying, it's just sheer stats from that guy. Like, his stats are that good that he can tank that well. 52k right now. This Trunks in the front, his stats have gone down quite a bit, actually, just because his defense, anyway, just because he's not launching those supers to raise his defense up. Gonna take this turn. Give the blues there. And lastly, this right here. I'm pretty certain that Trunks LR will finish this turn. Okay, they just skipped that attack animation. All right. Can we get a crit? Show him what he does. Oh, show him what it do is what I meant to say. Oh, man. Additional. Yes, yes. Oh, come on. Oh, we get the crit on the additional, but it's not a super. Look at this guy. Out here getting the crits. That's funny. All right. Well, I'm going to put LR in the front. Hopefully he doesn't get destroyed because his defense is probably still down. Yep, his defense is still way down because that super earlier. I actually have to heal. Despite not really wanting to, I have to heal. Okay, the good news is, though, about SS2 Trunks, I just kind of realized it. Like I said, he's a good unit on the team if you're running STR, Trunks on rotation. I've realized that I'm not actually even running either of the other two STR Trunks on rotation at all. They're all floaters, so since they're not on rotation, I guess it doesn't necessarily matter. But he's a good unit if you're running one on rotation, and also he gives himself that boost, so maybe he tanks a little bit better than he would have, so it helps. Kind of that glass half full mentality versus half empty, I guess. We're going to put you in the last slot again because that's your job. You are relegated to the last slot. Thank you. Actually, you know what? You're going in the first slot. I take it back. You're going in the first slot. Yeah, you're going there just because the orbs lined up better this way. The orbs lined up perfectly this way. So, yeah, never mind. I'm sorry. Sorry I talk so bad about you. We'll give you those. No super for him in the front slot. To be honest, I thought he had it. I guess I miscalculated, but it's fine. And that's perfect. That's exactly what I want. If you're me, that's exactly what I want. So I really don't mind. 57, more power to you. It could be 57, it could be 58, it could be 59, it could be 87. I don't care. We still got that W. That's all I care about. LeBron James to me. All right, let's go. Got that meme of LeBron with the cig in his mouth. Oh, man. All right. So, Trunks, no crit. Unfortunately, no additional super either. Defense is up, though, so that's great. We have this STR Trunks who, again, is actually kind of valuable like the other one last round, if for no other reason than the fact that he can sit here and take a hit. If for no other reason than the fact that I can literally sit him here to take a hit. And also his, of course, his passive there still, but, you know, he could just sit there and be a sponge, which is perfect. We're really close to a Dokkan attack. I might get another Dokkan attack here. Ah, crap, Cooler! No! This is bad! This is actually bad! If he supers me, this is really bad. Oh no, I got too comfortable. Please, Cooler, don't! Trunks, finish it. You have to finish it. Oh no! No! Okay, please. Oh, okay. Okay. Oof. I got so scared. Oh wait, there was another attack I didn't see. Okay, I got so scared. I didn't think he would. I just don't think these older events like this super attack consecutively as much. If at all, to be honest, but I got scared. Oh my gosh, this Trunks in the middle's defense is way down. I was like, wait, is he not in the category either? But no, he is. His defense is just way down. Can somebody tell me why the LR androids and Cell aren't in the category? That really doesn't make any sense. Executive decision, bro. These two at least link pretty well, though, so that's pretty nice. We'll give it to him and see if he can finish it with the Dokkan attack. I shouldn't have to heal. I'm going to take this chance. I should not have to heal at all. I'm going to take this chance. 100%. I shouldn't have to heal. I have too much HP. I have type advantage. I knew he was going to super. I should not have to heal. Even though Trunks' defense is basically 0. 57. Okay, thank you. I was going to say, there's no way I should have to heal at this point. The Dokkan attack should get the job done. He might even crit on it. Let's see what he does. Hopefully I can click them all to finish it off. Ah! Wow! I freaking lost my mouse. Today is not a good Dokkan attack for me. Hashtag #RipFree in the comments. That'll also let me know you guys made it to the end of the video, of course. But thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you all enjoyed. Subscribe if you happen to be new, of course. On the screen right now, per normal, there are recommended videos on the left and right side of the video. Make sure you click on one, stick around. Might be some interesting stuff there. Maybe some more Trunks stuff. So have an awesome day. Thank you, guys. I will catch you in the next Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. Take it easy, guys, and peace out.